It's fake. Nothing but powder in a pack. That's what it is. This is not fiction, by the way. This is the everyday reality for millions of Nigerians. And today on Hard Facts, actually, we want to look at the deadly scourge of fake drugs and how it thrives in a health system that's already broken. At least you and I know that. It's been overstretched, and it's failing the people that it is supposedly to save. So from expired malaria medication to counterfeit cancer treatments, Nigeria's drug problem is not just about fraud. It's a matter of life and death. And it brings to mind a lot of things. And I'm mostly concerned because I have two parents who are not necessarily aged, but my mother obviously has passed, and God forbid, when we were trying to treat her cancer, we probably bought something that was fake that could obviously speed up the process of killing her. Imagine if you are diabetic and you have need for insulin, and then you pick up one from a trusted pharmacy that ends up to be a fake one. It's just water in it. You think that you're dealing with your diabetes, but unfortunately, you're dying. Imagine you're like my father, who has a tiny strain of asthma and needs his inhaler or his he needs his nebulizer, and then we get a fake one that ends up speeding up the process of clogging his lungs and he not being able to breathe. God forbid. Imagine you have an infant who's got a little bit of fever, and they give you a paracetamol, the liquid one for a baby, but then what's in it is killer, and your child dies. This is the world that we live in today. I'm painting a picture, so it's a basis for our conversation. Let me paint a picture of the scope of this problem. The World Health Organization estimates that 42% of all fake medicines reportedly globally come from Africa, with Nigeria being number one on the list of worst hit. NAFDAC has seized fake drugs worth billions of naira over the years, including counterfeit antibiotics, antimalarials, and even vaccines. God. In 2023, NAFDAC uncovered fake insulin, oh my goodness, and blood pressure meds being sold in pharmacies across Lagos and Kano. No one's left out. How do these fake drugs enter the market, you ask? Weak regulation and porous borders that allow these importation of fake products. Unlicensed chemists and open drug markets like Onitsha, Headbridge markets, they remain a major hub. Remember sometime last year when I played you videos of where they make the alcohol that you drink in the club, where they manufacture the what's it called? The beverages that you drink. The alcohol part, it was a dirty drum that they mixed nonsense and put. Hey. How do these fake drugs enter the market? Online pharmacies and social media platforms that are fast becoming new channels for counterfeit drug sales. Let's not just stay there. Let's talk about the broken healthcare system that we do have in this country. Nigeria has fewer than 0.5% doctors to 1,000 persons. Far below what WHO recommends. There's poor access to quality care, which means many Nigerians self-medicate. We're all doctors. I have headache, they will give you. There's always a drawer that they bring medicine and give it to you. And then, of course, I still see people. I was telling one of the security guards outside at the gate here, who was buying medicine off these guys who just hawk on the streets. And I said, in 2025, you are buying medicine from Tree. We also have hospitals and clinics that suffer frequent drug shortages, making patients seek alternatives elsewhere. What are the consequences of these fake drugs on average Nigerian? I'm giving you a basis for our conversation so that when we're talking, we know what we're talking from. Because this is hard facts, so we give you facts, yeah? What are the consequences of this fake medication on the average Nigerian? There's treatment failures. Like I said, you'd be thinking you're treating your diabetes, but you're dying faster than you actually thought. For example, recurring malaria due to fake anti-malaria. Drug resistance, especially for antibiotics, because you are taking chalk into your body. Deaths and complications, especially among children, the elderly, and rural communities. And lastly, loss of public trust in both the health system and genuine medications. Now we ask ourselves, what is the effort that's been put in place to combat this crisis? Aside from the fact that our politicians would rather go abroad and get the best healthcare that they can actually manage and leave us to wallow in our nonsense. Now, NAFDAC is trying its bit. NAFDAC's mobile authentication service, which allows patients to verify drugs via SMS, is also up and running, but the uptake is low. Not a lot of people are doing that. You know, when I was in the US, I realized that there's this app, but it doesn't work here in Nigeria. It's called Yuka. So for everything you buy off the shelves of but Yuka doesn't work for medication, but it works for everything. You can scan to see how safe the level of what the digestion would mean for you. So it would rate it bad or good or fair. And it helped when I was buying because, I'm fit fam. I'm trying to be, pretty fit for my age. And I realized that we need this in our country, but most importantly, for medication. Have you noticed that when you buy something like ching ching or custard, some of these things, most of these vendors don't list the contents, all the things that they use to make that particular product that's given to you as an end user. And it's supposed to be a rule, a standing rule, but nobody cares. But NAFDAC is trying, like I said, the uptake is just low. There's also something called the Farmer Integrity Project and other tech-driven solutions. Those things are in place, but enforcement remains weak. And the bigger elephant in the room is obviously corruption and limited funding, which hampers NAFDAC and other regulatory bodies to do their jobs. So here are my questions, and I'm going to roll them out and allow you to, while you're thinking about it, in case you're one of those people who is transporting, supplying, producing fake drugs, your day is coming. Have you or someone you know ever used a drug that turned out to be fake or didn't work as expected? I mean, what happened and where did you get it? Did you do some follow-up? And if I were to ask you how much confidence you have in drugs sold in Nigerian pharmacies today, and what can government or communities do to protect people from fake medicine, what would you tell me? Let's talk, guys. 0201 277 0993. That's the number for you to call. 0201 465 7190. That's the number to call if you are a female. I'd like to hear from you. And if you're a pharmacist, you're a doctor, you own a chemist, a drugstore, because I see, whether we like it or not, there's a level of complicitness. I tell you what, I think I said this last year. My father went to buy an inhaler, paid for it. I think inhalers now go for 9,000 or 10,000. Brought it home. It just wasn't working. Only for him to check it side by side with the ones that he'd been using to see that one was fake. Can you imagine how many people are being killed by these fake medications? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening, Maryann.
Yes, good evening.
All right. This is Saladiko.
Go ahead.
Maryann, if we want to start talking about fake drugs today, I think we won't finish it. But like what you said, it is the complacency that bothers me. But before people can subject themselves to that level, the ones they've reported, what happens to them? Because that is where the problem is. I remembered when Dora Kuyeli was fighting this thing. The moment the woman left that office, if they had brought someone in the place of that woman to keep the momentum going, I think by now, if we have not fully eradicated, at least we would have gotten somewhere. So the moment the woman left office, everything dies off. So the thing is this, even if you discover one now and you go and make a report, will there be follow-up? That is the question. There are several people that have reported several issues, but because these guys are highly connected and all of that, anyone you see they show on TV, what is the end of the follow-up? That is the issue. They expose them. They will tell us they've arrested them. Some of them, they will release them from the behind. There are so many things that is happening in this country. You just discover that there are no consequences. So to endanger other people's life.
All right. Thank you, Pastor Ladipo, for calling. I'd love to hear your thoughts. 0201 277 0993 0201 465 7190. Turn off your radio. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm not calling from.
Turn off your radio. I said that before.
Yes. So my question is that, is it the fault of people or is it the fault of government? Because when you allow something to come into your country, where did doses come from before people buy it? And I've seen NAFDAC, even what you are saying is sachet water that are selling today, some of them are fake. And they have NAFDAC number. Where did they get the number? And NAFDAC has seen those things. They don't do anything. Yes, I have complained this before. If you go out and to the bus stop, you see sachet water that carried NAFDAC number. Is it the NAFDAC number real? If they did not create awareness and there is fake drugs, people will not even know. And these fake drugs that are coming inside the country, where are they coming from before ordinary people buy it? I know that there are some drugs that they manufacture here, and those Nigerian drugs, they are very, very okay. But what I'm saying is that they lock up shop at Onitsha, and in 3 months they go and open it, and those drugs are still there. Now, last week, I see some of the chemist shop they are closing. Now those people when the morning they will not close. In the evening time they open. So why are they allowing them to open by evening time? And when you come to that shop, why not pack those drugs that you see that is fake? And you allow them to close. You close the shop and go. The next day they open it. In the evening time they open. By now some of them have opened. Know that they NAFDAC have closed, or people that are taking them. So the problem is from government. They are not doing the needful. I am telling you, if government, okay, how many NAFDAC office do you see at Agbara? How many NAFDAC office do you see at Afromedia side?
All right.
It's that one that one at Osho decide. When they carry the motor and go around, they go inside. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Genuine concerns, but I also did tell you that there's a lack of funding, a manpower problem, low uptake for the NAFDAC has some sort of app that you use to somewhat verify the authenticity of a medication. Unfortunately, I don't know if it authenticates pure water. I don't know. But David is here to give us some information quickly, and then when we come back, we're still talking about the scourge of fake drugs in Nigeria.
Now, if you live in Victoria Island, Lekki, Agungi, Chevron, Eleganza, VGC, Aja, Abraham Adesonya, or Shongotedu, Abijo, Awoyaya, Lakwe, any of these places, then this is the place you should be going to for your cheap eggs. Yes, Fresh Eggs Market is selling eggs at 4,950 naira per crate. Now, they are located at Spring Valley Estate, close to Sunbirth Fuel Station in Lekki. Yes, on the Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Lagos. Yes, Spring Valley Estate, remember, very close to Sunbeth Fuel Station on the Lekki Ekpe Expressway. You could call or WhatsApp 0916 0007184. That is 0916 0007184. Hurry now to buy for resale or just for your home and business use, because eggs are good. Go there and buy at 4,950 naira per crate.
All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we're still talking about fake drugs and what must be done to put an end to it in Nigeria. And have you been a victim? Have you seen someone? Do you know someone who's been a victim of fake medication? I mean, I hear it's even sold in some pharmacies that are reputable. What must we do to reduce the scourge in Nigeria? We'll be right back. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Maryann Okon.
This is your number one station.
99.3.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hey, rewards to land. When I buy airtime and data on any network,
I get up to 10% cash back.
I pay my NEPA, DSTV, or StarTimes Suncar
3% cash back.
Now so, smart cash back don't get reloaded.
And they load my wallet.
Hey, it's the Smart Cash Cashback Reloaded. Top up airtime or data on any network and get up to 10% cashback. Or pay your electricity or cable TV bill and get 3% cashback sharply. Only on Smart Cash. No dull yourself. Download the Smart Cash app or dial *939# to start today. Terms and conditions, deja.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Chris. Heat.
Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini Me Noodles Naija Pepper flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini Me Noodles Naija Pepper flavor. Slap it like it's hot.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. It gon' rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe. Pocari Sweat, give me some more. Pocari Sweat.
Finally.
Finally what?
I've been trying to reach your phone for days.
Oh, so sorry. Telecommunication services have been very poor in my area lately. Some hoodlums vandalized the telecoms masts around here.
They tried it in my area, but guess what? Our people now protect the mast as if our lives depend on it.
Wise move. I must tell my husband to raise the issue at our community meeting so that we too can protect all our telecom masts.
Exactly. You see, when telecom masts and fiber cables are destroyed, every area of our life, from education to healthcare to banking operations and the entire economy, is affected. Vandalizing telecommunications infrastructure harms everyone. Dial 622 from any network or send an email to protect@ncc.gov.ng to report suspected cases of vandalism. This message is brought to you by mobile network operators and towercos in collaboration with the Nigerian Communications Commission.
If person ask you, say, wetin be the game where they totori you pass, you go tell them, say na better know all the time. No go dull yourself, make you follow join for the ogbonge betting options, fast cash out, missions wey dey engaging, and get welcome bonus wey fit reach 200,000 naira. Better know, the game don't start. Make you dey bet responsibly. Now only for people wey don pass 18 years. Better know na proud partner of Aston Villa.
This taste na banga, this taste na creamy rich, this taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1. Thickness, enjoyment, yumminess, happiness, delightfulness, deliciousness, smoothness. This taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1.
Enjoy more creamy richness with the new Nescafe Original 3-in-1 in the new pack. That's strong. Finish strong.
What can your bank do for you?
Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you?
Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I have saved the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store. Visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
This summer, don't just take a break. Live in it at Zeba Beach Resort. Whether it's summer romance, a summer family escape, or that long overdue solo recharge, Zeba is your slice of beachside bliss. Let the kids roam free while you dive into delicious meals, refreshing ocean dips, and those unbeatable breezy vibes. From daily activities for both kids and adults, there's something for everyone. Just visiting? Don't worry. We've got you covered with our day passes too. Book your summer spot now at zebabeachresort.com or call 0704-730-0013.
Hi, this is Nene from the boat safety team. You can't see us, but we're right here with you on every boat ride. To your left is the ride insurance team. We insure your ride as soon as your trip starts. To your right is the record audio team. We keep a recording of your trip for 24 hours in case you need it later. And behind you is the customer support team, ready to chat 24/7. We're the boat safety team, by your side on every ride.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with a new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Success is like a big mansion. You only see the magnificent edifice, not the strong foundation that holds it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done and funds remitted. But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, you knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments, Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com.
Unified Payments, unifying businesses for people.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
This is Hard Facts.
If you're just joining us, we're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. This is Hard Facts, and we're talking about the scourge of fake, adulterated medications that have flooded the Nigerian market, thereby causing us more deaths, more health complications, and sometimes, just loss that you cannot explain. And I did give you some background and facts to back some of the findings that have come to light in Nigeria. And there is a particular market somewhere in Onitsha that has been fingered as one of the major culprits. So for that caller that was saying, oh, what about the people who are allowing these fake and adulterated medications to come into the country? What about the ones that they're doing here? The ones that we're doing here? I can't remember. But there's that video that I played for you guys. I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken. It was last year that I played you that video of a place somewhere in, either it was in Aba or one of those places where, it was just a terrible sight. They made beverages, they made alcohol, they made even water in the most despicable places and in the most despicable way, and they package it and sell it in a big make money. Maybe these people have lost their consciences and all of that, but what do we do to put an end to it? And I asked a question before we went on the break. I have just 9 minutes on the clock, and I really want to jaw with you and share your experiences with me if you have any. I think I remember somebody who talked about a fake drug to me some time ago. But I want to hear your thoughts and comments on this particular issue. And I want to ask those questions that I asked again. Have you or someone you know ever used a drug that turned out to be fake or it didn't work as expected? What happened? Where did you get it? Did you follow up? Again, how much confidence do you have in the drugs sold in Nigerian pharmacies today, even the ones that you think are the biggest pharmacies? And what can government, or what do you think government can do, and even our communities, to protect people from fake medicine? 0201-277-0993. That's for the men. 0201-465-7190 for the women. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann.
Madam Pharmacist. You're one of the culprits.
Yeah. So I try as much as possible to always shy away from this discourse, because when I think about it, it brings bad memories I don't want to really remember. And so I feel jittery whenever these discussions come up. But I can't run away from it. Maryann, as you are talking now, right there in Ireland, in Igbo, everywhere, more rebranding of bad drugs, fake old ones that have expired. They are being repackaged. They are being rebranded. They are being given new dates, and they are expired, Maryann.
Hey.
See, when you said something, you said, is it that people are not reporting these cases? Maryann, who they check on? Who is implementing it? The bodies that ought to be checkmating and implementing, Maryann, do you know that these bodies also, they collect bribes, some of them now, not all of them? Who will tell you? Maryann, do you know why I went into pharmacy? Because of David's story. And that's why I am always running from conversations like this, but these are must-have conversations. Maryann, I told you, or I don't know, I've said it on your station. David was diagnosed. They said he had jaundice. Okay, fine. And then we went to get Ampiclos syrup for a toddler. We went to get it, only to discover that the first one we bought was not tasting well. We went to another pharmacy. Maryann, so far so good. I got 4 kinds of ampiclox, the powder one, to reconstitute it with water. It had different colors, different odors, different tastes. Maryann, I thought I was treating jaundice. I didn't know I was adding more to the boy's problem. 14 years down the line, I have a child that can't sit, can't eat, can't do anything by himself because Nigeria happened to him. Wow. Even when I reported, Maryann, who took up the case? Nobody. That was what drove me into pharmacy, Maryann. Aside mine, I saw a woman. She went to get this nospamin that they use for kids. And she bought it, and I said, Madam, before you give, I tell mothers, before you give your children, because of my own experience, you don't allow things to happen to you before. When they say experience is the best teacher, you allow people's experience teach you, Maryann. Mine, 14 years down the line, and here I am with a child with cerebral palsy that is solely dependent on me. I told the woman, I said, Ma, have you tasted that nospamin? And she said, children drug, no, they test fine. I don't like. I said, but you want to give your neonate. Guess what, Maryann? We opened this medicine, and this woman put this in her mouth. In her mouth, Maryann, it scalded her tongue. Her tongue was burnt, Maryann. Nospamin.
Ha.
And she wanted to administer it to her baby, Maryann, to her neonate. She took the Afravite, the nospamin, and discarded everything. See, I use my own child story to save people the way I can, Maryann. If I go and buy drugs from whenever I want to stock, people will say, I don't want to mention because I don't want to market their place for you now. They will tell me not to go there. I should go to where it is cheap. I should go and cut corners. And I'm like, these are not places. Even the big pharmacies, Maryann, they are all hands in glove with these people. Maryann, enough is stop. No be swear. No be
all right.
We are a weapon fashioned against ourselves.
Thank you, Mrs. Obole. Thank you very much.
Thrive.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I want to hear more of your thoughts and comments while I wait for the calls to come in. Someone here says, Chooks from Ikorodu, I run a pharmacist business as well, Auntie Maryann. Well, coming to fake drugs, not only drugs have fakes, some drugs, about 90% has logo or text that you scratch to know if it's especially original, especially malaria drugs, if it does not work as expected. Could be malaria is higher, which needs such as drip or infection. Some patients use their hands to search for the drugs online, come to you to buy. After taking it, if reactions occur, they point hands and say it's fake or blame where they buy it from. We all are the problems ourselves. You're a pharmacist or you're a doctor? How can you tell that maybe because the drug didn't work, it means that the person has to take drip? Is this self-medication thing that you people are doing? Your job is to look at a prescription that's been written by a doctor, prescribe, give the drugs to the person, and if it's, but your job is also to make sure that whatever you're giving to people is authentic, because you might not even know, and you're buying from some place that you think is authentic. Yemi here says, it's unfortunate we find ourselves in this position, especially the high rate of fake medical drugs in the market. Some claim that the exchange rate is high, but I see it as an excuse. NAFDAC has failed Nigerians since Dr. Dora Akunyili left. No determination, no power, no force, and willingness to clean the industry. Even bottled water and pure water. We need to be very careful of that too. Yummy, thank you. This one says, you guys are doing a fantastic job at highlighting issues and the rots in the system. Talking about your office security, you mentioned he can afford to step into MedPlus or can he afford to step into MedPlus or any other proper pharmacy? It's safe to say fake drinks and drugs have killed more people faster than their real death date. We cannot speak or give enough discussion to fake drugs and commodities. Akinfenwa. But you see, because you're trying to be cost effective, you could now go and kill yourself, Abi. I know. But you see, if he's properly informed that those medications he's buying from trees are not good for him, he'd save and buy a better medication, right? This one's from Abe in Ikorodu. Says, I bought Senpain Night, a sleeping drug in Oka, Anambra in 2017 because of my 10 hours daily teaching job for about 9 days. but the fake one was sold, which led to my sudden pass out of blood from sleep. Wow. I got to realize that many pharmacies in that city sell lots of fake drugs. I discovered the difference when I'm sure you mean when I got back to my base in Ikorodu. Today I know what I suffer. Wow. I am so sorry. I'm really sorry. I wish I could take more calls on this, but unfortunately, I've got to go in a bit. So I'm going to try and read some messages, because in the next 15 minutes, we're going to be talking insurance with Linkage Assurance. This one says, on the fake drug issue you're delving into, I hope people won't accuse you of attacking their brothers. Charles, you're being sinister. You're being, no, that's not the word. What's the word? He's being, Emmanuel, before I call you Emmanuel. David, help me. What's the word when somebody's trying to be funny? Why are you trying to make it look like we're attacking a group of people? Don't do that. Charles, you should have just kept quiet and not sent me any message. Roland here says, most of the traditional rights in... okay, this message obviously is not about my conversation. I will come back sometime soon and have this conversation and bring a guest. Hopefully we can get somebody from NAFDAC, because policing the drugs that we take into our system is of utmost importance, as also fighting terrorism. But I also want us to be on alert. Please stay safe. Make sure that you use whatever means to make sure that you check the medication you're buying before you use it. Let's stay safe. My name is Maryann Okon. The next few minutes is for Linkage Assurance. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Millions of listeners trust us on Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.